Hi, I'm Cleo. I'm a longtime tutor and a test prep expert here with Study.com. So today we're going to be talking about the Praxis 5623 exam, which is Principles of Learning and Teaching, grades 5 through 9. So we have some sample problems for you, and we're going to jump in now. Thanks so much for joining. Problem 1 says, a teacher wants to better understand the specific problems their school is facing in order to create a plan to improve instruction. Which of the following types of research best supports their goals? So they want to improve instruction at their school or in their classroom. So theoretical research, content research, action research, internet research. Well, internet research is not correct. It's far too casual. Theoretical research, content research, action research. If they are a working teacher and they're trying to understand the problems at their school and improve the dynamics and make the dynamics better moving forward for the students and the teachers, they're going to want to do action research. Because that means investigating the classroom dynamics, the strategies of instruction, seeing how students are learning, how they're performing. So by studying that in action, whether that's a single teacher doing that or a group of teachers, they can learn what's happening and how to improve things moving forward. Next up, problem 2 is asking us, which of the following best describes one way a teacher can follow the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA? All right, so first of all, we should discuss what is this act. This is the act that requires teachers and school districts to keep educational records confidential. So they might only require that for a certain amount of time and then encourage the documents to be destroyed so that no one gains access who is unauthorized to those records. But so how is the best way a teacher can follow the act? Well, file papers alphabetically according to the students' last names, label all student records with in-depth personal identification information, follow state and school retention guidelines, create written documents about every student interaction. For this, we're really going to go with the most straight-ahead answer, follow state and school retention guidelines. For FERPA, you really want to follow it by the book, follow the guidelines as laid out for you. Problem 3 asks us, a dedicated teacher has honed their teaching skills for several years. This teacher applies best practices, understands when best to differentiate instruction, develops activities that students appear to enjoy and excel at, and often appears to be able to remedy any challenge without outside assistance. The teacher, however, recognizes that they want to move to the next professional stage. Which of the following has the potential to help the teacher accomplish this goal? So this is not a new teacher, right? We're describing someone who is at the accomplished professional stage. But if they're looking to move to the next stage, which would be the distinguished stage, let's see what they should be doing. We're really looking for things that show that they're serving as a guide for younger teachers and that they're showing leadership in the school system. Those are the most important elements. So continually applying new trends in the classroom and serving as a mentor for new teachers. That sounds good. Employing more exploratory activities and using more complex rubrics. No, we don't want to make them more complex. Earning another education-related degree. Sharing best practices and most effective classroom activities with peers. No, the best answer is the first one. Continually applying new trends in the classroom and serving as a mentor for new teachers. You're continuing to learn and adjust and modify to improve and also mentor those who are newer. Problem 4. This one is related to the one that we just did. Here we go. A teacher with years of experience who is an expert on best practices and serves as a mentor for other teachers would be categorized as being in which stage of teacher development? The developing stage, proficient stage, accomplished stage, or distinguished stage? Well, at this point in time, they have probably years of experience teaching. They've mastered different types of instruction and how to meet the needs of different kinds of learners and students. And they can really mentor those below them or those who are newer and serve as a valuable resource in that way. So we are at the distinguished stage. Hi, thanks so much for doing those problems with me. I hope they were helpful. So now if you'd like to continue reviewing, you can check out our other videos here, or you can make your way over to study.com. And as a member there, you'll find that you have access to hundreds of sample problems like the ones that we just did together, as well as targeted instruction for specific topics you might want to review, and strategy to help you improve your score for test day. So, in the meantime, please, if you found this helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe so you can stay updated with more videos. And you can leave us a comment to know if there is anything else that you'd like us to work on or something you'd like us to cover that we haven't yet done a video on. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks again, and good luck studying.